Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Annette Under God, formerly Beyond Annette. So I want to talk to you all about an experience I had with a government agency, the Virginia Employment Commission, and I just want to encourage you all to persevere. And I want you all to just be aware. I think this is going to help many people because I can't be the only one that has experienced this, given that this program want that demonic tentacles in every area of our lives. I can't be the only one that experienced this with trying to access unemployment benefits once I was laid off. And so I want to talk to the targeted community about perseverance in the midst of this unusual trial. With targeting comes a great many obstacles to goals and manufactured hindrances to life goals and even mundane everyday matters. Like I was trying to get accomplished by applying for unemployment benefits. I think this is an important matter. I think it's necessary that I focus on perseverance on this video while um, because I want to make certain that the community don't give up, don't just um, you know uh, just give in to the pressure, to the demotivation. And I just want us to just kind of I know that there's something within us that um, will cause us to um, just keep going, keep fighting. So I want to kind of talk about perseverance, but also apply it to this kind of situation because I can't be the only one. So, uncovering the complicity of this agency and its assistance and participation in targeting innocent citizens. The agency is, again, the Employment Commission in Virginia. And so when I was laid off, I was unable to find or locate employment. I attempted to file a claim to ascertain my unemployment benefits. I actually talked to just a friend, and we kind of casually talked about it. And I thought, oh wow, maybe I should go ahead and file, given I can't locate, identify employment. So it was, as you can imagine, as a TI, it was a fiasco, to say the least. So I would bet many TIs, targeted individuals, have encountered this situation, given the goal of destabilizing TIs financially. My story about perseverance while up against a government agency seemingly complicit in my targeting. There was many blockades created to kind of prevent, forestall me from accessing unemployment benefits. I attempted to file an unemployment claim in the month of March. I attempted online initially, then I attempted via phone. I repeatedly received messages online as well as the automated system that my social security number did not match my date of birth or something of the sort. So I took an intentional break for a couple of weeks just to focus on my spiritual health and to kind of remove myself from it and just, gear up for the fight. Which is a priority for me to focus on my spiritual and mental health, especially with this program. Mental health is vital because we are pursued incessantly by the enemy and his minions. So, mental health, doing what you need to do for yourself, is essential. So, I prioritized that. So I rested my mind, moved slowly, prayed, fasted, and then revisited it. But the same blockades were in place. Took another break. But I think they thought I abandoned it. So I played that game. I began to announce, hey, I'm going to look for a lawyer. See if he can fight with me. That kind of deal. Anyway, finally got through. Wouldn't you know it? But it was still challenging. The representatives and the supervisors continued to tell me that my social security number and date of birth did not correlate. After requesting a slew of documents to prove I owned a social security number, they requested that I prove now my identity as a whole. They gave me 7 days to turn in a slew of documents, which I did, and it didn't arrive in time. They advised, so I was denied. So even after a supervisor advised that and this was after a supervisor advised that USPS run about 7 to 10 days to deliver mail, they gave me, I believe, 7 days to fill out this document and supply proof that I am Dr. Annette. So they claimed that it didn't arrive in time. And so, but with the supervisor advising that USPS was running about 7 to 10 days to deliver mail, that was something that I provided them. Well, your own supervisor, during the appeal, I said, your own supervisor says that the mail is running 7 to 10 days. And so you provided 7 days. So if the mail is late, it's probably due to, USPS. Anyway, I want to just provide you all with a bit of the audio just to show and to, kind of equip new TIs of what they might expect, and that they don't have to surrender, lay down, become demotivated, or discouraged. They are going to have to persevere. They're going to have to find within themselves strength to continue, and because they have these blockades in every day, like I said, mundane matters to life goals that you have for yourself. So it's definitely going to take some tenacity and perseverance. And I think that we have the constitution to get these things accomplished. So I want to share the scripture with you because I am a woman of faith, and and Yeshua is at the center of everything I do and at the center of my life. And so the scripture is rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer. Meaning, in hope, rejoice. Tomorrow can be different. If not, tomorrow's not different. The next day's going to be different. If not, I'm going to keep rejoicing. There is going to be a breakthrough. This darkness is going to be uncovered. We're going to keep rejoicing. We're going to keep believing with each day, right? So in tribulation, we're going to endure. We're going to keep going each day. No matter what happens, we're going to get up the next day and continue on. In prayer, we're going to be ever willing. Continue in prayer. We're going to pray about our situation. We're going to pray for one another. And I think soon and very soon that this thing is going to be uncovered, and this darkness, this evil is going to be broken off of our lives, right? So I want to go ahead and play the audio for you all, just to encourage any TI that may be facing this. I would suppose that again, how one of their goals is or objectives is to destabilize you financially. I would think that they would definitely be targeting your employment, and then subsequent your effort at ascertaining your unemployment benefits. So listen to this, and thank you guys for listening, and thank you for following me over here to Annette Under God. And I'm just praying for everyone, praying for us all, and I just think we're going to get through this. I hope we all just stay together, stay united. I've been seeing some odd behavior online when it comes to targeted individuals, and I know we're just people and we get aggravated, and we'll get aggravated with one another, but the persistence in the vitriol that I see amongst the community is not helpful. And I would suggest that if you're having and it can happen if you're having some emotional or mental strain because of this this darkness, this pursuit, this unusual trial, that you might want to just focus on that and maybe, not get online as much, because I think it's doing the community a disservice. I really do. And, if you have beef, it might be, maybe if you're in the Lord, that you all can hash it out privately instead of online. I just think it's all just a huge disservice, and it's very discrediting when it comes to some of the behavior I've seen. Just suggestion. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do, but God bless you all, and I'm just praying for everybody. We can do this, and we will do this, and so just remain prayerful, guys. Remain steadfast in the Lord, and believing that He is almighty. There's no one more powerful than our God. He's almighty, and He is working on our behalf. Blessings to everybody.
Okay, and I am sorry about that.
Starting over.
At this point, you do have a right to file an appeal if you don't agree with that denial. Okay, and I am sorry about that, but I mean that's the normal process with anyone that has this particular issue.
So can someone look further into why I had benefits, unemployment benefits years ago, I'm going to say about 10 years ago, and everything went quite smoothly. Until now, I'm filing for benefits now, and you all are telling me that the Social Security number and date of birth does not correlate. I don't know what happened in between, but is there an investigation on who hijacked the Social Security number so that you can identify that person?
Well, the only claim that we're showing in the system right now is the one that you filed in July, okay? Looks like you filed this initial claim on 7/7. We don't have anything prior to that because probably where it's been so long ago. When you have to provide this identity verification, it doesn't mean that someone has gotten your Social Security number. It means that we need more information to verify your identity, and that's what we need. And until we can get that, then the claim has been denied right now, and you do have that right to file an appeal. And when you go through the appeal process, you'll have to provide that documentation as well.
So I guess what I'm asking is, when I initially attempted to file, someone had my Social Security number. It was immediately rejecting my Social Security number and date of birth. Said it didn't match. It was in use. So someone obviously had, if you're saying this was a clean slate, and you got the initial, there's nothing else prior to me filing on 7/7. Why was I being denied, and why was it was this block? Because of the Social Security and date of birth initially. It took me months to get past that roadblock. I couldn't even, every time I would call in, you all would reject the call because the date of birth and things, and it's been months.
So we do have your date of birth and your Social Security number correct now, right?
According to the associate that I just talked with.
Okay. Yeah,
But that's not...
we did verify that. Okay. So let me place you on hold for just a few minutes and let me look at a couple of things, okay? Is that you filed your claim on July the 6th. It was denied due to the failure to submit the required supporting documents by the established due date of July the 19th, okay? Let me see what else they have put on it.
So I'm advising that it's been mailed, and I can't imagine that you all haven't received it to this point. I mean, it is now the 23rd. I can't imagine you all haven't received it.
Well, the way the mail system is, it's taken 7 to 10 business days to get mail. Okay, and in the notes from the deputy, it does state that you do have a right to file an appeal if you decide to do that. You didn't send in. Did you send in a copy of the front and back of your driver's license? A copy of the front and back of your Social Security card?
I don't think I sent the front and back of the Social Security card at all because I've already sent in the passport, and I thought that's what you all were looking for.
No, this is a whole different issue. Okay, that was what was needing to get your date of birth corrected. Each issue has a different set of items, and this is an identity issue. So, I mean, they're very particular on getting the form back and the required documents. So, from what you're telling me, you've not sent all of the required documents. So, we will need those.
And one more time, tell me, how is it that you don't have record of me filing prior to 7/7 or 7/6, yet my Social Security number was being in use? So tell me how that happened.
And I'm not sure on that.
Can you all do a search on my Social Security number and identify? Is it just me with it or someone else?
Was your Social Security not correct when you filed the initial claim?
When I filed the initial claim, it said that my Social Security number and date of birth did not match. So someone was using the Social Security number, I assume, and that's what I was told by agents.
Was that the message that you got on the online portal, or?
It's the message that I got on the online portal, as well as talking with the agents that there's a conflict with my Social Security number. I guess what I'm asking is, how is my date of birth not correct if you all don't have information on me? And to say this person, Social Security number and date of birth should align in this manner, how is it that it's incorrect if you don't have information?
When you went into the online portal and tried to file your claim, it could have been keyed in error. It could have been keyed in on our side in error. We don't know. But when you tried to file it, it wouldn't let you file on the online portal. So when you started the claim with an agent over the phone, they determined that your date of birth was incorrect. They gave you the information to get your date of birth corrected, and we've got that corrected, okay? That happens a lot on the online portal because everything has to be correct for you to file online.
Well, I'm not trying to be difficult. I just don't understand. If I have no claim and you have no relationship with me in your system, I don't know how it can even verify and say that my date of birth is incorrect if I don't have any information in your system.
And it could have been, been one digit off when you keyed it in on the online portal. We don't know on this side.